Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are here live. Time to react to One Piece 1178, almost 1,200 chapters of this story, chat. Who is still pumped and thrilled for One Piece 1,200 chapters later? Who is excited for 1178? Who has enjoyed 1178? Let me know, chat. How are we doing? Hope everyone's having a nice morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. Time for another stream. Let's see how the stream goes. Let me know how you guys are feeling, chat. As always, I'm curious to see how everyone is, how everyone's lives are going, what are the updates. But I think this chat is mainly like an insecure chat. No one wants to say what's going on in life. No one wants to ever, update us. Like, how is life going? How are you guys feeling? So we're here. Hopefully we get some people coming in. Maybe we'll do open mic as well and react to this chapter. Man, guys, I want to know, like, who are all the One Piece creators that have like stopped making content? Who are all the people? Like, who does that apply to? Because I know a few, but I don't think I'm aware of like all of them. Like, what percentage? Like, if you take all the creators from like, 2-3 years ago, what percentage of them are still making content? I feel like, One Piece, man, like, what percentage of the guys, making the content will, make it the whole time? The one guy from Marshall D Preach, that guy disappeared. That one guy? What do you mean that one guy? Yo, L, what's going on, bro? Dean's life, God bless. Leon, God bless. I feel like people get very like burnt out of this. Now, could you guys imagine having to like do content for One Piece for like years on end? Hold on, let me see. You guys want to check out Marshall D Preach? Let's see. They gotta still be uploading videos, man. There's no way, dude. Marshall D Preach is the biggest guy to fall off. I don't even know what fall off means anymore. What does that even mean anymore? We finally solved the One Piece treasure and it was so simple. 1 year ago, maybe on its way to 2 years. I don't even know what like falling off means anymore because when people used to use that phrase, they used to say like, "Oh, this one rapper fell off." It would usually apply to, maybe like a rapper or a musician that, their current music, their updated music, it like sucks. It just doesn't hit like how it used to. Now I feel like people apply falling off to anything. Like some people say that I fell off. Now I guess if you just don't upload anymore, that means you fell off. Everything is falling off now. He quit uploading videos and his Discord went dead. Marshall D Preach, Hidden Island, he stopped making content. All right, so we got Marshall D Preach, we got me. Let's see Hidden Island. Dude, I haven't even watched One Piece content to begin with in forever. Yeah, at least 1 year ago for Hidden Island. What about Parvision? Does he still upload? I remember that guy. Oh, he does still upload. No way. Dude, what is it? Oh, man. Oh, wow. Look at that. He actually didn't upload for a year, and then yesterday he uploaded. Emu's new move sucks and should be shamed. Okay, so I don't know. Parvision made a comeback yesterday. What a coincidence. Bro didn't upload for a year. All right, who else? Par still talks to Sai all the time. I mean, like, I I don't know how, like, if you're, especially if you're into like the theory game, right? There's no way to put out a theory like every week for years and years and years, man. Especially with like how some people are. You know, some people are like drama queens. You know, if you put out a theory and if you put out a theory, right? And some dude on Reddit said the same thing with 2 upvotes, they automatically assume you stole the theory. And now like there's this whole big drama. I've seen this happen so many times. Now there's like this whole big drama. You got to respond and all of this stuff because apparently you're endlessly scrolling through the literally like millions of Reddit posts and you're snatching the ones that two upvotes. Like that kind of stuff, it makes people just not even interested in, like, you're just not gonna want to do theories having to, you know, deal with that. Makes it like very toxic. That's why I told you guys, like I told, you know, this community, told you guys a long time ago, you know, when people start posting you know, TikToks or videos or whatever with like similar theories of my own, just don't bother saying anything. Like don't go and attack them and, you know, fight and argue. It's just kind of like a waste of time. I'd rather you guys, like, instead of like arguing with some guy or like being all angry, you know, posting hate comments because they quote unquote stole my theory, I'd rather you guys go out and complain about geopolitics, you know, complain about the genocides going on. Go out and put your anger towards actual crime and suffering, you know. I think when people steal a One Piece theory, it's not the biggest deal in the world, man. And don't get me wrong, like when I first was starting to make content, I used to get really pissed. I'd post a very unique take. 4 days later, people are saying the same thing to a T. I'd get very upset. Yo, they stole my theory, man. So I get it, bro. I understand. I've been there, done that. But over time, you realize like that's actually like dumb. Who even cares, bro? You know what I mean, chat? Does that make sense? Because we're all reading the same story. We're all reading the same characters. We're all probably reading the same gods and mythos on Wikipedia. We're all reading the same devil fruits. We're reading the same arcs, the same characters, the same backstories. We're seeing the same author, right? With all of these like rules and regulations in place, people are bound to have similar conclusions, you know? And even if someone quote unquote stole a theory, I don't see like why in the grand scheme of things that it has to be like this big angry thing, you know? Like you got like again, you got entire countries being wiped off the map. You have like entire government apparatuses, you know, you have entire nations hijacked by foreign people, enemies. You have little kids starving. It was like all this suffering in the world, and we should be pouring our anger into like a someone's stealing a theory. We should be pouring all our anger into someone that doesn't like Sanji. We should be pouring all our anger into Shanks versus Mihawk. All of that is so stupid. I saw something that made me really angry. There was a 22-year-old girl raped. She got no justice. So she jumped off a building and is a paraplegic. She chose to end her life and pass away. Yeah, I know what you're referring to. It's very sad, very awful. You know, you got things like this happening in the real world, and To many people, I've demonstrated it on and off stream. Doesn't really matter to people. None of that matters. What matters is saying One Piece sucks. What matters is, oh, well, this guy thinks Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. Let's go cuss him out and roast him and argue in the replies and spend the next week talking about this guy. Let's go and find all the people that don't like Sanji on Twitter and let's make like a big deal about it. Because when it comes to real world suffering, oh, well, there's nothing we could do about it, but there is something we could do about Sanji haters. There is something we could do about people that don't like my favorite Japanese comic book character. Like, people have this all backwards, bro. And I wonder, like, let me know, chat. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Oda is like ashamed? Do you think Oda's like, bro, I'm writing this story. All these things are, all of my whole story is based on the real world. I want to inspire another Joy Boy. I want to inspire heroes. I want to inspire kids. I want to inspire readers that are going to change the world for the better. But instead of doing any of that, no. All my readers are arguing over which characters to ship. All my readers are arguing over who's the best Straw Hat. All my readers are arguing over Shanks or Mihawk. Completely missing the point. Like, what's the point of, yeah, I read One Piece because it's so deep. It's so philosophical. Look at all the virtue that we can derive from One Piece. And then we don't apply it to anything, actually, because it's all about the shipping, the power scaling. This guy stole a theory. Bro. Generator, what's good, brother? God bless you, man. All right, who's here to actually read the chapter and react to the chapter? Let me know, guys. See, I called it, man. I was asking the chat how you guys are doing. I got one person that answered the question. I just want to get off my chest that OP live action is cringe. Hey, don't say that on Twitter. Don't say that on Twitter. On Twitter, you have to love everything Oda is related to. Or else you're like such a loser. You're a clout chaser, blah, 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 blah. And I'm serious. If you don't believe me, try it. Go on Twitter. Go on social media. Say that you think the One Piece live action sucks. You're going to see a whole bunch of people acting like they just witnessed like a genocide. That's how they're going to react. But then when it comes to actual genocide, oh, well, there's not much we can do, man. I think I read somewhere in the Philippines, the Straw Hat flag is being considered an act of rebellion. Yo, see, this is why the Filipinos are the goats, man. Yo, Filipinos have more courage, bravery, and brass than Americans. All right, chat. Without further ado, let's start with the chapter 1178, Fading Nightmare. We got Kid on the chapter. It's a cover request. I don't really care what's going on. Is that a cross in the background? No, not really. It's leaves. Cool. Kid running from a bull, whatever. Wait, is that Oda implying that Green Bull is going to go after Kid, even though it's a cover request? Maybe Oda gave in and did this cover request because he is going to write in Green Bull going after Kid. All right, first page of the chapter. Luffy and Loki confront Gunko. Hey, Luffy. What? Usopp, Brook? Take care of them. What the hell happened over there? Need a hand? If things get worse, yeah. But you guys better stay a little further back, because Loki's going to start wrecking everything. That's the pot calling the kettle black, huh? A ship from the Giants that was sighted many years ago, and its captain was an extraordinary size. However, those who moved while hiding within the deep fog targeted only world government ships and struck them down. I'm the one who's gonna blow her away. My coworker was a LA only and started the anime. LOL, they put 2 Shanks victims on a cover request. Poor useless mid and elbow. Imagine when the main cast is worse at acting than most side characters. Yeah, dude, that's what I was thinking. I watched a little bit of the live action recently, just like a few clips here and there. And I was like, dude, why do the Straw Hat actors suck, man? Like, I looked at the Buggy actor. I was like, yo, this guy is so good. Every time you got an actor, you know, especially when you think of things like Batman, the actors that have to play clowns, Pennywise, they're always so good. I'm looking at Buggy. I'm like, yo, this actor he's nice, man. Then you look at Luffy and it's so cringe, that actor. No offense. Why are you hating on the live action? Oh my, you're a One Piece fan. Aren't you a One Piece fan? Just like go and like throw a complete hissy fit. Like these people will have an actual meltdown. And it's like, yo, where were the reactions when I was talking about Palestine and like the US government being hijacked and all these millions of babies a year getting sent to Moloch? Like, no reactions at all to that stuff. But if I say something about Sanji, people are having a meltdown. If I say something about the live action, people are having a meltdown. Dude, either I'm the insane one, either there's like something actually wrong with me, like I'm a psychopath, or this world has fallen. Maybe it's me. Dude, maybe I'm in the Matrix. Maybe I'm like a brain in a vat or something. Maybe like I'm in a video game. I'm playing on like hardcore difficulty. Luffy was handicapped by Oda, and it's the writers that make Inaki look bad. He's more like Luffy. Yo, the one thing I will say is with the Luffy actor, when he goes and he like tips his hat, I die of cringe. They should have him not do that. That is so cringe, bro. And I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be like one of those guys where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to act tough and badass. Like, bro, I get it. Luffy's a happy-go-lucky guy. Luffy is a goofy kid, bro. I get all that. I read One Piece. I understand all that. But you guys know what I'm talking about? Like when he tries to get serious and then he kind of smirks and he tips his hat. It's like it's somehow cringier than like the fedora tipping, like the Reddit. Hello, milady. Yo, just no, man. Just don't have him do that, and I think he'll be a lot better. Like his acting's not great. I don't think his acting's necessarily trash, but like that one specific hat tip is just like extremely cringe. You finally noticed. Wait, what did I notice? Inaki is Luffy's bad. He's a bad actor. Inaki does look like a kind kid, like Luffy. Yo, DJ with the 26, big 26. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, brother. Sup at work lurking. I hope you're having a good Friday, man. I hope work isn't stressing you out too bad. Hopefully you got the weekend off. Hopefully you have a great weekend, bro. Appreciate you sending over 26 months. And I see, DJ BS, your profile picture, your icon on YouTube is a bull, just like this week's cover request. All right, let's continue. Meanwhile, at the same time, there were reported sightings of a giant flying creature. She got away. Where is she? She's so tiny. Those rumors were being told as if they were true. I see. It makes sense now. She's over there. How dare you do that to Usopp? And to Brook? What? Huh? Then you got Luffy's eyeballs popping out. Something came out of her. It would be most fitting if you were all to simply disappear, just as rocks did. Shirk a quarrel. In exchange for a certain portion of your lifespan, I grant you even greater strength. Ah! In exchange of all that, you shall hate each other. Domi Reversi. Okay, Luffy gets stabbed. But Luffy's just looking at Imu. Or I guess Loki. No, it's Luffy and Loki looking forwards. What did you just do, huh? That didn't even hurt. What an annoying little thing. Hey, you there. You mentioned rocks earlier, didn't you? Just as expected. You two really are. Gomu Gomu no. Now it's even smaller. I can't fight like this. Kuri Diri. Don Gatling. Brrr. Okay, so here's the interesting thing, chat. What do we see?
What do we see here, Chad? What do we see? We see Monkey D. Luffy and Loki. They get penetrated, pause, by Imu-sama.
But notice how they don't get Domi Reversi. The Domi Reversi fails. But notice Imu says, just as expected, you two really are ... What could that mean? What could that mean? Because yesterday, when you were reacting to the long summary spoilers, we were wondering why is Imu unable to Domi Reversi Luffy and Loki? Could it be something like devil fruits? Is it because Luffy and Loki have devil fruits that Domi Reversi doesn't work? And that's why every other person that we've seen in Elbaf or even outside of Elbaf who's been Domi Reversi'd, none of them have fruits? But now all of a sudden when Imu does Domi Reversi on Luffy and Loki who have fruits, now it doesn't work. Could it be fruits? But here's the interesting key thing here, chat. Imu, if we are going to take the chapter at face value, if we are going to trust the translations, Imu says, just as expected, you two really are ellipses. I think it's very obvious, chat, that Imu already knows Joy Boy, or already knows that Luffy and Loki are devil fruit users. So you got to think about this with how Imu worded it and how Imu thinks. If Imu knew Luffy and Loki were devil fruit users, he could be thinking, hey, Domi Reversi doesn't work on devil fruit users, but maybe I should try it on Luffy and Loki because maybe they're not devil fruit users. Imu says, just as expected, you two really are. Which, and like that way of going about it seems very strange. It makes me think it's not because of the devil fruits. Like he says, just as expected, you two really are something. Really are devil fruit users? I mean, Imu, it's extremely obvious that they're devil fruit users. It's very obvious they're devil fruit users. So why would you try to Domi Reversi them? And you're thinking like, oh, well, Domi Reversi doesn't work on devil fruit users. Let me try it on them in case they're not devil fruit users. No, it's pretty obvious that they're devil fruit users. So my thinking, guys, my thinking, chat, is that it's something else that made Imu use Domi Reversi. Imu's like, hey, Domi Reversi doesn't work under this one condition. But I don't think it's devil fruits, chat. I think it's something else. Domi Reversi doesn't work under this one condition. I'm unsure if Luffy and Loki have this condition. So let me use Domi Reversi on them. If it's successful, then this condition is not true. And if it is unsuccessful, then this condition is true. You get what I mean, chat? I'm basically arguing that it's probably not devil fruits. It's probably something else. Conquer's users, maybe? Could it just be Conquer's Haki in general? These guys, just as expected, you two really are users of King's Haki, user of dwellers or owners of Conquerors Hockey. Could that be it? What, Chad? I want to know. What? No. Roxy Zebek surely had Conquerors Hockey, right? And Roxy Zebek was Domi Reversied. So if Roxy Zebek has Conquerors Hockey and he gets Domi Reversied, it doesn't seem like it makes any sense to argue that having Conquerors Hockey in general prevents the Domi Reversi unless it's a certain level of Conquerors Hockey. But even then, are we gonna argue that current Luffy or current Loki has way better Conquerors Hockey than Zebek? I mean, that's kind of far-fetched. Bro, don't forget, we're talking about Roxy Zebek. We're not talking about some random fodder. We're not talking about Kid. We're talking about Roxy Zebek. So what is it about Luffy and Loki that makes Domi Reversi fail? You know what we got to do? This is the best way to figure out the answer, chat. Maybe we'll do it on stream once we get through the chapter reaction. What we got to do is write down every single person that was successfully Domi Reversied. Write down all their attributes and properties. Then we write down Luffy and Loki's attributes and properties, and we figure out what it is exactly that sticks out. Write down every single person that was Domi Reversied. Do they have Conquerors Hockey? Do they have a fruit? What is their gender? What is their race? All these things. Write down all types of attributes we can think of about each character successfully Domi Reversied. Then we do that for the ones that failed. And perhaps we're going to see a common denominator between everyone Domi Reversied and something that sticks out for, Luffy and Loki compared to those guys. Then we could figure out what is it exactly that makes the Domi Reversi succeed or fail. Let's continue with the chapter. Don Gatling, Ragnir, Kuriri. Get out of the way, Luffy. Kuriri. Whoa, wait. Okay. Bam. Loki coming through. Loki might be big top one. I want to hear all the Shanks fans crying. I want to sip some Shanks fan tears. My boy Loki may or may not be top one. We love it. Boom. Nilfheim. So now they're turned to ice. Whoa, so that's how you do things, huh? I gotta zoom in. But I wasn't done beating her up yet. Okay, so Luffy turned to an old man. No idea who that is. Still, I guess that was the fastest way to finish this. And I ended up getting way too big myself. Huff, huff. Fisherman Village Elbaf. We've got to put this fire out fast. Sure, that bastard Loki took down the monsters, but cleaning this mess is going to be a nightmare. Hunter's Village Elbaf. They said Loki wasn't the one who killed King Harold. I feel bad for doubting that before, but just look at this. Aside from that, he's always causing us trouble. Keep the rain coming, Zeus. Let it pour. All right, Nami. W Nami. What's good, MD Luffy? What's up, Evil? It's simple. Zebek was a false D. That's why they go by different names. They don't have any true resolve in their wills, while Luffy and Loki are true inheritors. I don't think that what you described is simple. You actually gotta fill out like 4 different conditions to make that true. First of all, you have to prove that Zebek is a false D. You have to prove that the false Ds don't have true resolve. You got to prove that, I don't know, maybe these two would be shaky, but you got to prove that Luffy's a true inheritor of the Will of D. You got to prove that Loki's a true inheritor. Hey, how do we not know Luffy's not a false one and Loki's not a false one? Because if you're going to say Zebek is a false one, well, why is Loki not a false one? I actually think this is not simple. I actually think you got to go through multiple hurdles to make this work. About time you put respect on Mami Nami. Bro, shut your dude. There's nothing I hate more than a simp. There's nothing I hate more than a white knight. Not that bad of a take. I mean, I don't want to insult him and call it bad, but that's definitely not a simple take. You got to make it through like multiple hurdles. First of all, I wasn't even aware that Xebec was a false D to begin with. So now not only do you have to prove that Xebec is a false D, you then also have to prove that he didn't have a true resolve in his will. Then you got to prove that those two conditions means you get Domi Reversi. You see, you actually got to go through like 3 or 4 steps for that to be true. So that's actually not really simple. If something was simple, it would require one condition, one clear condition, and then that's the answer. One clear premise that you could demonstrate, but you can't actually demonstrate right now. You can't demonstrate that Xebec was a false D. Just because he was Davy Clan doesn't mean he's a false D, does it? What's good, Jordan? It's probably complex as Xebec is both a D and Davy Clan. Yeah, when I say simple and complex, I'm talking about steps of like the amount of steps, the amount of conditions that need to be met for a conclusion to be true. Like the amount of premises that need to be complete, that need to be true in order for the conclusion to be true. If you need like 3 or 4 to be true, then that's more complex than, one premise to be true for the conclusion to follow. You guys see what I mean? All right, let's continue with the chapter. Umi Gumo Iponzaioi. The ODC has its limits, Western Village. Whoa! I think it's over, right? Huff, huff. We managed to turn them back to white. That regeneration didn't help them at all, huff, huff. Forgive us, Chiefs. We got swallowed up by that evil. It's okay. We couldn't resist it either. Look at my boy Zoro. Damn you, Chiefs. How dare you? There are 2 or 3 left, right? All right. Leave it to me. Yeah, Chopper. Okay, so I'm seeing these like monster spirits coming out of these people. So what's interesting is we see 2 giants. We see these 2 guys. Maybe they're not giants, but we see these 2 characters. There's like an evil monster, demonic looking spirit coming out of their body, and they're Domi Reversied. So it is a demonic possession. It's not as simple as flip, you get flipped upside down in the ground type of thing. We actually see guys, go to page 9 or page 10 in this chapter. We actually see a spirit. It's like coming out of the people's body. It's coming out of their vessel. It's not simply, I'm going to flip a guy upside down. Now I control him. There's actually some kind of spirit within these guys. They're demonically possessed. And you know what's crazy? What's good, Elijah? You know what's crazy? The reason these guys were Domi Reversied is technically because of Imu in the first place. So if these guys are possessed by demons, and Imu is using demons to possess people, Imu's ruling the demons, that would make Imu the Lord of the Demons, the King of the Demons. That would make Imu synonymous with Satan. Or at least deeply inspired by Satan. Zoro, what did you do? I don't know either, but when I punch them, they snap out of that demonic transformation. Could it be because you're such a great doctor? Huh? I'm not happy at all. When you compliment me like that, you idiot. That's gotta be it, Zoro. Amazing. Bah, 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 bah. Are we done here? What about the others? No signs of enemies in the Artisans village. However, there's the fire still spreading. No enemies in the alcohol village either, but the fire continues. Put out the fires wherever they're still burning. Also confirm whether the demons are dead or not and where they are. The Owl Library. Saul. What does this mean? Yo, it's good, Elijah. Elijah, if you want to join the open mic stream, you're going to have priority, okay? You're going to have priority because you weren't able to join the last one. Join streams, voice call here. And guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to open up the stream, open mic calls. Once I make it through the reaction, you guys can come on stream, share me your theory, share me your power scaling, share me your take, share me your ideas, debate me, question me, Q&A. We'll share your thoughts, use your mind in the open mic call. I invite anyone to come talk to me. If you guys want to talk about One Piece, religion, geopolitics, I don't know, philosophy, whatever you guys want to talk about and entertain the stream, entertain the chat, and have some fun. I'm open to it. The floor is yours. If you guys think that I'm stupid, I'm creditless, I'm antiseptic, I'm this or I'm that, whatever you guys think about me and my takes and my beliefs, I invite you, join the stream, join the call. The floor is yours. I will let you talk within reason. I'm not going to let you guys talk for 2 hours straight. I'll let you guys say your piece and we'll have a discussion about it. You know, that's the way to do it. Rather than, you know, people are in the text chat, they're blah, 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 running their mouth. People running their mouth on Discord, Twitter. Look, let's have a conversation voice. We're grown adults. Or we don't even have to debate, chat. I want to hear some theories. Let me know what you guys think about Emu. Let me know what you guys think about Domi Reversi. Let me know what you guys think about Chopper. How is Chopper able to unreverse these guys? How is it done? All right, let's continue with the chapter. You can clearly tell there was a fire here too, but there's no sign of any burned books. Burned books. Hey, I'm not opposed to burning books. But there's no sign of any burned books, and the shelves are completely empty. And Biblo the Owl isn't here either. But wait, let's not lose hope. What if he escaped with the books? I hope that's the case, but then where is Biblo now? Ever since the counterattack began, things moved pretty fast. But it's not like we were fighting some massive organization or something or anything. Even if they were Knights of the Holy Land, there were only 3 of them. Still, just 3 people managed to throw all of Elbaf into chaos. What happened to Imu-sama? At the edge of the western village. Damn it. Come on, head over here. Ow, ow, ow. Luffy sighed. Loki, I need food. Just go to the village yourself. I'm not going over there to get it. And what's with that appearance? Squirrel, I need food. Kuriri. Okay, we see Emu evaporating or something. Holy Land Marejoa. Pangea Castle, Chamber of Flowers. Gorose, yes, Imu-sama. Mu shall withdraw from the Holy Land for a brief time. Did we just watch Emu teleport? I don't even know, chat, if that was the teleportation of a magic pentagram or a different type. Just join the call and call him Saint Eddie D. Charlos Morley Jabra Weevil the third. No, guys, don't join and call me that. All right, and that's the chapter, guys. Drop your ratings down below, guys. What do you rate the chapter? It was an all right chapter. I feel like not much happened. Dude, I don't know how we're in Elbaf and Luffy's throwing hands with Emu and I'm not feeling anything. Oh, man. Luffy technically punched Emu this chapter and I'm not feeling anything, chat. What happened, man? Elijah says BRB. All right, Elijah, let me know when you're back. Maybe I'll open up the calls in 15 minutes. I'm not a real fan. I'm not a real fan unless I like everything in One Piece. Is that it? 6 out of 10. Zedeko, God bless, bro. 6 out of 10 because Emu was disappointing. I hope Oda doesn't fumble him. Well, I think it's extremely early to say that Emu's bad. Like Emu is fumbled. We don't even know this dude's backstory. We don't even know what Emu looks like. All we have is one attack, one or two things in his arsenal. Chat, I fell off because I don't feel anything this chapter. Emu and penetration jokes go hard today. I hope you see what I just did there. Leon, I thought you were more mature than this, man. To go back to this comment, though, even though, like, I read this chapter and I'm not really invigorated, I very well know that we have not gotten the full presentation of One Piece or the full presentation of Emu. This is not enough information to have a closure on Emu. We can't say like Emu's entire arsenal is Domi Reversi. There's no way. This is just, you know, preliminary remarks. This is just the entry level stuff for Emu. I'm certain there's more to come. But even at the same time of saying that, I don't like this chapter doesn't make me think like, oh, bro, it's a 10 out of 10. I can't believe this. I'm so mind blown, bro. That attack was crazy, man. I'm not feeling that way, bro. Like we technically have Luffy punching Emu, but like I don't feel anything in my soul. Not much action, even less than the last one. 5 out of 10. I don't know if I would dip that far below, but it's definitely not a 10 out of 10. Maybe it's because we've been waiting for so long that it failed your expectations. Yeah, that's actually a very, like, that's a trap. Oda kind of trapped himself. When you write so slow and you want to dedicate hundreds of chapters to the scabbards, there's so much time, so much buildup to a certain thing that how could it possibly live up to the hype? For me, I'm not going to lie, I feel like Loki lived up to the hype. But most other things, it's like there's you waited so long for it. It's like, how could it possibly justify the hype? You know? We are reading this in real time, though, bro. Just got to be patient. Yeah, I understand all that, but I think it's normal for us. It's normal for a human to give their unbiased, honest reaction, their honest critique of something. I think a lot of us, you know, we take One Piece too personally. we have way too strong of a personal connection with One Piece or a certain character that, you know, a critique of One Piece or a critique of the character, it almost feels like a religious attack. You know, I was talking about this today. You'll see some people, right? Not everyone. You'll see some people, they'll be like, man, the religious fanatics, they get so angry about religion. But I mean, people get so angry about One Piece. Like if you say something bad about One Piece, look at how people react. If you say something bad about certain One Piece characters, look how the fans react. They're like the same thing as religious fanatics. The only difference is that one is usually tied into, you know, deep things about the real world, like our soul, the afterlife, things like that. And then the other one is literally just a comic book. So, you know, like it's not very good, because I feel like we should be able to give an honest reaction and honest critique to something. I've said this a million times. I still consider One Piece as my favorite fiction ever. One Piece, bar none, is the best anime and manga I've ever watched and read, hands down. And I really like Kingdom. Kingdom's one of my favorites. Death Note, you know, all the mainstream ones, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Berserk, all of those, Monster, you know, all these different anime and mangas that I've seen. One Piece, bar none, is the best, right? But I as a human, I'm gonna see things. I'm gonna be like, all right, I don't really like this one thing in One Piece. I don't mean that to be an attack on someone, right? I'm not trying to say like, oh, Dawn of Ascension, you're a horrible person because I don't like the Elbaf arc. Like, sometimes when you say something you don't like in One Piece, you would think that's what you said about the person, like the way they react. You would think that like what you said was like a threat to their family or something, when in reality what you said is, I don't like this one thing in One Piece. One Piece is the best. I don't think there's any manga that's better than One Piece, and I've read a number of them. But I mean, there's certain things in One Piece that I think could have been a lot better. Doesn't mean that One Piece is garbage. Doesn't mean that I hate anybody. 5 out of 10. It's called emotion. That's what makes us human. I know we all have our opinion. We are entitled to it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. We all have emotions. I understand. We got to learn how to balance the emotions with reason, you know, because when our emotions are way too high and we just abandon reason, then, you know, problems arise. Yo, Elijah Sands, if you are here, make yourself known, because I wanted to bring you into the call first, bro. You weren't able to get into the last open mic session, so I want to prioritize you, Elijah. I want to make sure that you're the first one I pull in. If you're here, let me know. Monster, Vinland Saga, Vagabond, Kingdom, Berserk. Are you asking me my favorite of those? Or are you like, what are you saying, L? Yo, Freedom, God bless, bro. How you doing, man? Are you asking for my favorite out of those? Or are you like listing your favorites? Careful, Freedom. You might get timed out for that. He's going to get timed out for saying good morning. All right, L, you're just trolling now. Johan, what's good, man? How you doing, bro? Hey, Johan, I've been reading into Spinoza. I read a little bit into Benedict Spinoza. I was just naming peak manga that could compete versus One Piece. Yeah. Monster's pretty good. But you know, it's kind of tricky, you know, to compare other things to One Piece, because they might be way too different that it doesn't feel like a proper comparison. You know what I mean? Like, it would be like, sometimes if you try to compare something to One Piece, it's just not fitting. Like if someone said, let's compare what's better, Monster or One Piece, it would be like comparing fettuccine Alfredo to Captain Crunch. You know, like that's not like a proper comparison, as opposed to something like let's say fettuccine Alfredo versus shrimp Alfredo, or fettuccine Alfredo versus carbonara pasta. You know, like that's a better like comparison. So when I think about things that compare to One Piece, maybe something like Naruto would be closer, Hunter x Hunter, maybe Kingdom. But Monster, it feels like a bit, you know, a bit different. It's not similar enough to me to compare them. And I'm not telling you what you can and can't do, L and everyone else. If you guys want to compare Monster to One Piece, be my guest. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, like, if someone asked me, you know. But definitely I feel that One Piece is the best manga. And I don't say that because this is what the channel's for. Honestly, One Piece, like, I don't base my whole life on One Piece. I love One Piece. It's my favorite fiction. But One Piece doesn't run my mind, body, and soul. You know? So I'm not going to say, you know, One Piece is the best. You know, I have to say that because I have a YouTube channel to talk about One Piece. It's like, yeah, I have a channel to talk about it, but I'm not making the channel. It's reverse. It's not that I made the channel because I like One Piece. It's not that how do I say this? My brain is like blue screening right now. I like One Piece. That's why I made the channel. I didn't make the channel to like One Piece. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if you guys see what I'm saying. Yo, Elijah, what's going on, bro?
What's good? What's good?
All right. I want to hear what it was that you were trying to share with us the other day. I think it was something along the lines of Emu.
Yes, I was saying, I was really trying to piggyback off what the other guys were talking about. But I really, really think that second hockey that Luffy got to master, I think that's why you can't feel nothing this chapter. Emu can't feel nothing either. He not possessing the ability yet to do damage. That's why he's getting nerfed.
You said he's getting nerfed?
He got nerfed on purpose this chapter. So, because I think whenever he had to drop the oh shit, long nose Usopp, when he dropped him to Sanji, I think that was telling like Sanji's pretty close. So I'm thinking he got nerfed so Sanji could create more of an even fight with Gunko and Emu because of Sanji's character. Usually he lose to women. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's what Oda cooking up, because Sanji had to protect Bandage Zoro till he came out his cocoon twice as strong in Whole Cake Island, and he might have to do the same for Luffy till Luffy finds some food or something. But I think that Sanji will be Domi Reversi trying to save Luffy, and Sanji will end up attacking Luffy, and Zoro will have to come in and save him. That's what's my theory.
Wait, I don't want to misconstrue anything you say, so I'm going to ask you a few questions so I can see what it is you believe. I want to make sure I understand you right. So are you saying Emu is temporarily nerfed? It's like a temporary thing?
Yeah, that's why Emu's leaving the Holy Land, because I think his second power is that the Domi Reversi, Emu will possess you as a literal demon possessing your body, and Emu will be inside of Sanji.
So it's like would you say it's like a higher form of Domi Reversi?
Right, because we already know Emu got some stupid conquerors hockey, and what like Sanji got stopped by the freaking Gorosei and Egghead. He was frozen for a moment. You know what I mean? So it's like if Emu come through and Sanji try to do something, Emu might be like, "Hey, hold up right there." You know what I mean? You have something going on with your body. I want to use you or something. And then Sanji's just like, you want to use me? Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Because she probably be still in Gunko body, or Gunko might be there or something. He might like Gunko. Who knows?
Bro, I would never. Oh my, I hope that doesn't happen for the sake of Sanji fans. I already run my mouth with Sanji as it is now.
Only reverse eat Sanji was my
so
pick.
Chat. Let me give you guys a refresher in case you instantly forgot. Elijah is positing that maybe Sanji sees Gunko And because Sanji is such a white knight simp, Sanji will willingly get Domi reversied. That's what you're saying, right, Elijah?
Yep, and he gonna beat the shit out of Mosshead.
Domi reversied Sanji is gonna beat up Zoro.
Yep.
Bro, what?
And then Luffy gonna have to come back and save him.
And fight Zoro.
No, Luffy gonna fight Sanji.
Oh wait, yeah, I mean Sanji, not Zoro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Yeah. Because we was all thinking maybe
It's revenge. It's revenge for Whole Cake Island when Sanji kicked the hell out of Luffy.
Right. Because I mean, unless Zoro coaches shit and conquerors, excuse my French, because I mean, Sanji body tanked the sword attack from Queen. It's like it kind of like unless Zoro gonna cut his foot off like Zeph.
Turn that boy to Zeph. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say about the story or about Zoro if, let's say, that happens? Sanji gets Domi reversed.
Hey, I gotta go. My bad.
No, it's all good, bro. Thank you for sharing that. I want to talk about this because this is fascinating.
Yes, I got you.
Come back.
All right, take care, bro.
See you.
Miss Simon, come back.
Wow, chat. That's some interesting stuff. Elijah's thinking Sanji being such a simp, he's gonna get Domi reversed by Gunko, aka Emu. Because Sanji's gonna see them legs, he's gonna see her thighs. I point out thighs because that's like the body part of her that's actually visible, the skin. He'll cling to anything. He'll cling to her armpit if he could. He's going to see Gunko start salivating and willingly get Domi reversed. And you know what's going to happen? Zoro versus
what's
Sanji.
up?
Yo, what's up? You know what's going to happen? Zoro versus Sanji. And you know what's going to happen? Zoro's going to beat Domi reversed Sanji. And that's going to prove my boy Zoro is levels above Lanji.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy? Number one, no offense, Elijah, but I didn't like that theory at all. Number two, we already know Zoro is stronger than Sanji. So what the fuck are we talking about?
No, but we need to drill it in. We want to see Sanji get Domi reversed, and with that boost, he's still clapped by Zoro.
Oh, okay. You want it for the agenda. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, bro, because that's more than just Zoro being stronger than Sanji. That's Zoro being stronger than Domi reversed Sanji.
So I want to pose something to you real quick because I thought about it while you were talking. How would you guys feel like if there was the mirror world in Toto Land?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you feel if there was a mirror blue planet, right? Full of demons that Emu is the king of, right? And every individual we see has a shadow self or a demon self. And when Emu Domi reverses you, he's pulling out that inner devil.
Wow, everyone has a demonic self?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, bro, because when I was looking at this chapter earlier, I'm looking at these spirits coming out of the characters as they're going back to normal form.
Yes.
So
And that would be their mirror self.
That
would be their mirror self. That would be the mirror demon self that Emu put in their body.
Oh, so you're
he put the negative side in charge.
Exactly.
So you're not saying that every normal person has a demon in them. You're saying Emu's installing the demon in them?
No. What I'm saying is think of a negative world. Think of other different medias where you have an Earth where everybody's normal. Then you have an Earth where everybody's demon, and you have reverse
parallel universe.
Everyone. Yeah, parallel universe basically.
Basically, what he's saying is that he's flipping it over, so the one from the parallel world is the one taking over the body in this one.
So the Matrix know me. The universe know me.
Or the
Gotta
swap
take
spots,
the red
bro.
pill. Gotta take the red pill.
The red pill.
The red pill fruit.
The red pill, know me. Lucas said, isn't that Stranger Things? Is Emu the, what do you call it, the Demogorgon?
Yeah, Demogorgons.
Emu's the Demogorgon.
No, he's more the Mind Flayer. Or
The who? The Mind Flare?
Yeah, it's like this Cthulhu-looking creature that's got tentacles that control everyone.
Yeah,
No,
my
I thought
bad.
we were saying, no, it's all good. I thought we were saying that Emu was Voldemort. Dawn of Ascension was explaining this to me earlier. Because you guys keep mentioning Voldemort. I don't know anything about Harry Potter. My wife was mentioning all this stuff about Harry Potter
Yeah,
earlier
okay.
today. Yo.
I got a call. My bad. It threw me
It's all
off
good,
the
bro.
chat.
So my wife caught me up to Harry Potter and Voldemort. Now I understand what you and Vincent in the chat have been saying. Voldemort, he split his soul into fragments and put his soul everywhere. Maybe
Yep.
Emu's doing something like that. We have Big Mom and Vegapunk. Their whole ideology, like their whole character design, is something similar to that. You have Stella splitting himself into 6 different people, also known as Vegapunks. You have Big Mom using the soul fruit. So when you guys talk about Voldemort, I'm getting it now.
Yeah, and also remember that Emu also was feeling pain when Harold went down.
I think that was because he was directly possessing him.
Oh, okay. Still, it's still similar in concept lengths, though.
Yes, it is.
Either way.
And also, he was a lower level Holy Knight at the time, so maybe ranking is also put into factor.
Well, remember what Emo said to the Gorosei? He said, you guys don't even realize, because they wanted to go straight to Elbap, and he's like, you don't realize what this takes out of me. Because Emu can't just go Domi reversing everybody without a side effect. Like, he's definitely got to sacrifice something.
Maybe it takes a certain amount of energy.
Perhaps.
Maybe he needs a certain amount of souls to replenish himself each time. Maybe it's the same as how Luffy goes Gear 5. He exerts so much energy, he needs to replenish.
Hey, sorry, switching gears. You know, that last panel of this chapter of 1178, we do see some rubble outside of the castle, but the castle, Pangaea Castle, seems to be intact. So whatever happened on Marijoa, if it was a war or an attack launched against the Gorosei or the Celestials, it probably failed.
Yeah, I only see a couple of houses messed up.
Yeah, everything except the castle is messed up.
So I don't know if it was the Revs, they failed, dude. Don't tell me Dragon waited 40 years to fail.
Off screen, no less.
Off-screen fail. Oh, dude, Dragon fans would never recover.
All right, so let's get to brass taxes. Who do you think it was? Do you think it was Blackbeard, or do you think it was Dragon? Or do you think it was someone else?
Nah, it ain't. I think Blackbeard is possible, but I don't think I would say it was likely. But
Okay, so
Revs,
the
I don't
Revs
know what the
waited
Revs-
40 years to fail.
Both options don't, like, to me, both options seem bad.
It could be another party that we didn't even know was involved in it. Like maybe it's the conflict between Fujitora and Green Bull, because weren't they having a dispute?
Yeah, but they've also had time to, theoretically,
Lubu!
they've had time to clean that up. It's been a few weeks, like if we're thinking about One Piece time.
Sanji will find out how to kill Holy Knights, and Emu will be forced to intervene.
Sanji is not going to be that important, dog. He's going to get his ass beat. He's inevitably going to fall to a woman gag again. Come on, we know it.
He's going to fall to the Gunko.
He's going to look at transformed Emu Gunko and be like, oh my god, I'm in love.
Dude, just watch. Sanji's going to be the first Straw Hat Domi reversing because he's a simp, dude.
He's the traitor
Not even a
that they
simp.
keep
He's
talking
like
about.
Sanji's more than just a simp. He's like the most lustful man ever made.
He's the embodiment of lust, which makes him perfect to be a vagabond, be a emu servant.
True, like the Vegapunks. Why are you asking his weight? Dude, Freedom, this is why... Actually, I'm not going to say that. That'd be messed up. I'm not going to say that. You're lucky. You're lucky I have a conscience, because I was about to say something very
He's not lucky because I already said, bro, Freedom, you got one warning, and I will ban... As long as Eddie doesn't stop me, I will ban you again, dog. Because any other stream would have banned you twice over by now.
Freedom, were you ever like punished as a child?
No, better question. Are you a child? This is you shouldn't be in here.
Dude, get this guy out of here. Get this kid out of here.
Get this child out of our chat.
Get this peasant away from me.
And no, Freedom, I'm not from Texas. I'm from Kentucky.
I heard all your exes come from Texas.
Like I'm George Strait, bro.
Yo, can we get a W for Lubu? 6 months sober, no alcohol. Yo, what a fat W.
Hey, that's a big W. Not easy to face. Take my word for it.
This guy is a beast. Here. Woo-boo, man. All right, I'm sorry. I was eating a snack. Big woo-boo. Woo-boo.
Is it crazy I was thinking of Waboo?
La boo-boo. La lubu. La boo-boo kill you 7487. Smokey puts the fried in Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Sure
Okay.
do.
L, what does this have to do with 1178?
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
No, it's that Modelo getting to his head, dude.
Especial.
Man, he's been listening to too much Bad Bunny. He can't even think straight.
He needs a margarita.
He's a
He's been watching too
margarita.
much Nacho Libre, talking all that smack.
He's been acting too much Nacho Libre. He can't forget the roles he played.
Yo, he's got a movie coming up soon. He got that Super Mario movie coming.
Yeah.
I need that paycheck, L. I need that.
Wait, they're
paycheck.
doing another Mario movie?
Of course.
Yes.
It's
He's
Mario.
Oh, my. Now they're going to be spamming the Naruto or the Mario movies every few years?
I mean, what would you rather have spammed every few years, Mario or Sonic?
Mario?
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Mario.
Exactly. Yet they've done, and yet they're on their fourth Sonic movie coming up soon.
Can we
But don't
get a
get me wrong.
Super
I
Smash
like the
Bros.
Sonic
movie?
movies. They're building towards it. They're introduced. Actually, never mind. I don't want to spoil the movie. Forget
Yo,
it.
Super Smash Bros. The movie.
Just know they're building towards that.
How? How would you build towards a Super Smash Bros. Movie?
All right, then I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it. Star Fox shows up in this next Mario movie.
Oh, so that means they're doing the Super Smash Bros. Movie.
Soon, they're building it to
Mario Kart
They gotta
movie.
do it. They got to do a Zelda movie. They got to do a Fox movie. They have to bring in the franchise characters before they
Yo,
do.
could
the
you
Super
imagine
Smash movie.
Luigi's Mansion, the movie?
I just imagine a whole mess of live action and CGI clashing together and just making one big mess.
The creator of Sonic is actually going to prison. What did he do? What the hell? That's so random.
Wait, did he say really? What the fuck did the god do?
Yo, why is he going to prison?
Why, Johan? I want to know why. Tell
Eat
me.
it. Take a bite.
Yes, Don's looking it up for him.
Sorry. Dude, as soon as my fast breaks and I go back onto the feast next month from church, and we get on our feast, I'm gonna have pizza every day for like a month. Pizza, cheeseburgers, milk, and cheese.
How often do you fast?
In my church, we fast like 75% of the year.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Okay.
No wonder you so thin.
Appreciate it. I need to start. I need to cut some more, man. Especially the
Hey,
last feast. Last feast
I'm not-
lasted a few weeks. I was eating like a madman.
I'm not gonna lie, I could stand with losing 30 pounds as well.
Same.
We just got to be consistent. All right, let's refocus.
Right.
1178 or 1179. I'm hoping next chapter Sanji gets Domi reversied. Zoro instantly blitzes him. Sanji doesn't have legs anymore. What about you guys?
So Sanji's just crawling on the ground after them like a
You're not
zombie.
taking these. Yeah, you know, like when you would play COD Zombies and you would throw the grenade, so you would have a crawler. Your friend needs to go to the bathroom. Turn Sanji into a crawler.
He's Black Nub Sanji.
You guys know what I'm talking about. You'd be COD Zombies. It's like round 32. Your friend's like, bro, I need to go to the bathroom. Can you make a crawler? Distract the crawler. If you guys didn't grow up saying that phrase, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, man, I don't know what to say about your childhood.
When I was a kid, I just loved screwing over the whole team and just killing the crawler. Or
Then the round starts. Yo, you're demonic. What is wrong
Yo,
with
you're a
Winston?
menace. You're a menace. Can't even let me get my health. Can't even let me change up my gun. Nope.
No, it would
Next
just be
round
the mess.
started.
It would just be the mess over one person. If everyone else is dead and one person's holding the rest of the team up, I'm just messing him up.
Ah, fair
Vincent
enough.
is that one guy on COD Zombies that never buys the doors. He waits for you to run towards a trap and he
Yeah,
turns
he
the trap on so
spends
you
all
go
his
down.
money on the weapons and the power ups. He
He
doesn't
spams
reinforce
the mystery
doors.
box. You can't even go use the box.
I'm also the guy that gets the laser gun while you're stuck with the damn teddy bear.
Yeah, dude, bro's getting ray gun, Wonder Waff, and then you finally I get to use the box and you just get the teddy bear. My favorite
The
game
last
is
chance
GTA.
too, so you don't get it afterwards.
Man, the memories I have of COD Zombies, immaculate. That was
Yeah,
like some of the best.
especially the World at War zombies.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah, Darius, best map. Maybe it's related to previous users of Devil Fruits, will or some kind of connection to it, because both are ultra legendary Devil Fruits, so it has will or something of the previous users inside, so it's protecting them. What do you guys think? Is that why Luffy and Loki cannot get Domi reversied?
I mean, the previous users are Joy Boy and Nika for Luffy, and then for Loki, it's the unnamed God of War. So if anybody's powerful enough to protect somebody with just will, it would be all three of these guys. No,
I mean,
it
Yeah.
could also be like the type of class that the devil fruit is. Like maybe god fruits have a special kind of immunity. They can't be
but
affected.
remember, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Remember, this chapter 1178. The way, if we're going off of these current translations, the way Imu responded to the fail of Domi Reversi, it made it seem like he didn't know. I know he says like just as expected, but it makes it seem like Imu was unsure about this attribute that prevents Domi Reversi. Has to be like it. I don't think it could be something like if Imu. Okay, Imu surely knows Luffy has a Nika fruit, right?
right,
I mean,
right. It would be stupid if he didn't.
and he'd kind of be pretty dumb to not notice that the big freaking dragon standing in front of him is a devil fruit user.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that, like, it makes it seem like maybe it's not fruit related.
Maybe it's
Like, even if you have some qualifiers, like oh well, a legendary fruit. It's like, okay, but Emu's looking at Luffy in Gear 5 mode. You see, bro looks exactly like Nika. So surely Emu would be like, oh, this dude has the Nika fruit, the mythical zone.
Right. But see, my thing is, sorry, Vincent, you go ahead.
No,
you go ahead. No, you go ahead, bro.
I was
My bad.
just gonna say maybe Emu was actually testing the waters with them, seeing if these guys were actually who he thinks they are. Because last chapter he called them both Nika and Nidhogg, but the last time he saw Luffy, he referred to him as Joy Boy. So he probably believes that now all three are here. So he's like, I can't touch these guys, so I'm gonna test the waters, see if I need to use my full power.
I understand what you mean with test the waters, but it's still like rubs me the wrong way because he's looking at him in Gear 5 mode. So it's like not just seeing Luffy in Gear 5 mode, seeing him in Nika mode, that's not enough for you. You I gotta double check. Let me reversey. It's almost like
so this feels clunky to you is basically what I'm hearing.
if that is the conclusion, that would feel a little like awkward. Like I understand what Vincent is saying, and maybe that's possible. Maybe that's the answer. But I would critique Emu. I would think like you're looking at him in Nika mode. Like you're not sure if he's really Nika. You gotta like try the Domi Reversey.
He looked
Maybe
at
it's a
Zebek
trick
and
of the
called him
eyes.
Davy Jones, so maybe Davy and Zebek look similar.
Well, I mean, Emu is old,
Maybe.
so maybe a bunch of his brain cells just didn't regenerate that day.
He's
Maybe
just so
he was having a
insane.
senile moment, an old man moment.
He's so clinically insane. He sees everyone as those three characters.
Everyone reminds him of Joy Boy. The PTSD is so strong.
Everyone's Nika.
Oh, dude, that's like the ultimate nightmare for him.
That's it. That's the name of the title. Or
I'm with Vincent on this one, says Eric.
I'm saying that he's
What-
just testing waters. Yeah.
What if in reality Blackbeard's ancestor was also Joy Boy? I don't know. If that was true, then I think a lot of people have Joy Boy as ancestors or as their ancestor. Because you got to think about how lineages work. You got to think about like a family tree, right? This man, Joy Boy, was what, 900 years ago? If there's like all these descendants, all these like families and branches, there's probably like 1,000 people that are technically a descendant of Joy Boy.
Well, if we're going with that logic, then they're basically saying that Joy Boy would be Adam from the Bible.
Oh, shit.
He's
You
the
didn't
first
know I'm a
man, the
descendant
first
of
pirate.
Joy Boy? That's my grandpa. We call him Papa.
You are not a descendant of Joy Boy. You are more like a descendant of Teach, bro.
I'll take that. I am chaos personified. They called me the Joker in another life.
Marvel.
Joker. All right, Buggy. All right,
All it
guys,
takes
what do you
is
think of the
one
new
bad
Snape
day.
actor?
Who?
Snape.
Oh, you've
They
been paying
casted a
attention
black guy,
to
right?
Papa Adume. Yeah.
New Snape. I haven't seen the new Snape actors. I only seen
So,
a few trailers.
Here's what I think. I haven't seen the actor enough to know whether or not he's good or not. But when it comes to the books, right? When it comes to the books, Snape is described in a very special way. He's like one of the most like physically descriptive characters. Like when JK introduced him, his appearance was descriptive. So like the reality is they did a race swap. Let's just see if the actor can act. That's my
Oh,
opinion.
wow. You know, like it's never mind. I'm not even gonna get into that. Can you introduce me as Joker by Smokey? Emu is desperate because he's a one-trick pony when possessing a seal user.
I think
Whoa.
I see these takes all the time. It's too early to judge.
It's
Emu.
too early, man.
Exactly. He's only used like 1% of his power, man. He hasn't
Dude,
even taken them seriously. That's why I think he didn't take any damage in that.
I also think that. I don't think Emu took any damage.
Like, he looked at
bro,
that-
I was asking you guys because I was thinking when we looked at the Raws, I was like, yo, the way Emu is getting punched by Luffy, It reminds me of like pre-time skip Luffy punching smoke holes and
And I
smoke.
brought this exact point up to King J yesterday. Because
I
I
didn't even
knew
know that.
as soon as this was gonna happen. No, I got it from you after the stream. So because I knew King J's been on his little
Power trip.
Been on his high horse.
His little wanking spree when it comes to Ragnar and Loki. Let's
You
get
said
something straight.
wanking spree?
Ragnar did not damage Emu. He did not perform well against Emu. Nobody damaged Emu. Let's
Are you
get that
saying
straight right now.
He made the
I gotta
hammer
get this straight.
put
Did
in
you
the
just say?
chapter.
Did you just say King J's wanking a squirrel? I just gotta make sure I heard that right.
I said wanking spree, but essentially yes.
But it
wanking
includes a squirrel.
But it includes the squirrel. Yeah.
So he's wanking a squirrel.
Yeah.
He's gone from King Way to King Wank.
King Wank is insane.
The only reason why I bring this up, by the way, when I'm making fun of King J is my brother. Me and him talk
No.
probably more than anybody on the Discord server.
Vincent,
But
hey, Smokey, you can't just gloss over, just breeze past what Vincent just said. He just called him King Wank. Why don't you take that now? You need to take that up and thank Vincent.
I agree. No, I call him Bozo Way. I got my own.
Bozo Way.
Bozo Way, Hawk Moto, Sword Moto.
Bozo
Wink
Wanker.
Moto. Wink Way. King Wink is King Wink. And then you just have like an edit of him and like Shanks or something, or him and Loki. Him and a
That's my
squirrel.
boy, though. That's my Indian brother from another mother. But like I said yesterday when we were talking, like his scaling actually for Ragnar, though, if you look at the panels, it all makes sense. I just personally don't like Ragnar because I think Oda got way too excited introducing Loki and he completely fumbled the story in my eyes in one way. And that's just my opinion, and I know people won't agree with it because people have different priorities when it comes to the story.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I semi-agree with that as well because I was a fan of
Ragnar broke power
Beginning,
scaling, and
but-
I don't like it.
And I was a fan at first, but then I started to see it more, and then I realized it's actually kind of a stupid mechanic. It like a little, like the one bad quirk that Loki has to his character is Ragnar.
Exactly. Other than that, like, it's just agenda for me when I talk about Loki. I actually like Loki. It just comes straight to agenda. Not to mention, I got 2 bets with this Threeville bozo guy and this bozo guy. So I got bets to win.
Man, you're a goofball, bro. Hold on.
I am.
Jordan said you can't debunk the OTP claims this chapter. LOL. Emu clearly has more in his arsenal. What do you mean by the OTP claims? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
On the
what is it?
phone?
Over the no, never mind. That's dirty. That's dirty. Never mind.
What chat? What does he mean by OTP claims? What is he talking about?
Overtly treacherous pussy.
What?
OTP. Overtly treacherous pussy.
I've never heard of that, dude.
I'm not on
your part of the internet.
I'm just trying to figure out what it is, dog. That's all.
Nah, people just think Ragnar too overpowered, but having a weapon over a person, nah.
See, I don't like that. I don't like the idea of a Ragnar being over a legend like Garp, a legend like Whitebeard, and whatever you want to say about Roger, he's still a legend. I don't like that.
I don't even know why we're making this like the assumption like it's actually still like a character. I mean, it's still a weapon. It just has a devil fruit power. So why are we comparing it to actual characters?
So
That's
basically, what Vincent is saying, Ragnar lives don't matter.
I mean,
They explained it. It's one trick pony, by the way.
I mean, if you heard my theory from earlier this week, Smokey, you know what my plans are for Ragnar to become.
What was the theory
which
again?
day this
Can
week?
you remind me?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
day this week? I missed the stream this week.
Oh yeah, it was one. There's the day that that Threeville started late.
Okay.
Oh, that was short summary, right?
Yeah. So basically, I had the idea that Loki is not just based off of 2 Nordic gods, but all 3: Thor, Loki, and Odin. And
Okay. I
at
see
some point-
qualities of all of them.
and I see at some point down the road that Emu is going to take one of Loki's eyes and scar him the same way Shanks got scarred by Blackbeard. So they,
That is
as
wild.
Threefold
Dude.
said before, they match.
That'd be nuts, dude. Could you imagine Luffy or Loki and Shanks have matching eye scars?
The next time Shanks and Loki pull up to the meeting, hey, little brother, I see you got an eye scar like I do.
Yeah. And the main point of that is that when Threefold brought up the mural, we just talked about how Loki, or the giant that's in there, is holding a spear. So my idea is that Ragnar's awakening does not turn him into a giant squirrel, but turns him into the spear, Gungnir, which is
Yes,
Odin's
Odin
weapon.
has a special spear. Absolutely. Correct. You're right.
So the hammer becomes a spear.
Basically.
If you want to fit it into the Odin motif, like it makes sense. The only question is how though? How? Because
My question is
he's already in the model of the hammer.
My question is, why would the spear be any better than the hammer? Is it because it would be able to
Well,
stab?
if you look at the Norse mythological properties of both of these weapons, Odin's spear is technically a superior weapon to Mjolnir. It has more powers. It's wielded by a stronger god. So,
And I think I looked it up recently. It's like I think Gungnir was originally created by Loki, who made it with the hair of Sif, which is Thor's
Sif.
Thor's wife. Sif
Yeah.
is Thor's wife.
Yeah, so Loki basically made it in in the Norse lore that I read anyway. So it might as well be a Loki weapon. And to
Yeah.
answer the question before, Smokey, as to how, I think it has to do with maybe like the Ratuskator or the Ragnar sacrificing its own life force to awaken its transformation.
Okay.
The Ratatouille, it lives on the bottom of the tree, right? Like on the roots.
It goes in between. It goes from the top where the eagle is to the bottom where the Nidhogg is.
Did they say it was like some kind of messenger between?
Yeah, it's a messenger between them.
Yeah, he sends hate mail to a god or something like that, right?
So
I forgot what it
basically,
was.
Ratatouille's Twitter.
The reason that I ask is because of the eagle.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Threefold,
so-
you're muted.
Oh, I'm muted? Am I muted? Chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me, chat? Can you guys hear me? Chat, are we still live?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I'm here.
I can hear you
Okay.
now. Sometimes it
Mhm.
goes mute though, and I have to back out and come back in.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard, bro.
Okay, I'm
The
back.
reason that I
Can you hear me?
ask, I hear you.
Okay.
The reason that I ask about Ratatouille is because if Oda's really gonna go through all these lengths or go to all these lengths to have Ratatouille, the tree's called Yggdrasil, there's the underworld, like he's putting so much emphasis on the tree. What is the chance that he adds the part of the tree about the sky god, the eagle?
By the way, so the heaven realm is up at the top, right? And this also comes into what you were saying. The heaven realm is up at the top. Considering all the mythology that Oda has pulled from the Norse already thus far, I'm surprised he hasn't set it up for somebody to grab that big ass sword and chop the tree down and bring down Asgard, which would be the heaven realm.
Maybe that's what Emu's planning on doing. Maybe he becomes so big that he becomes big enough to pull the sword out and stab Elbaf. That's basically.
I wouldn't be surprised if
My
Emu
issue,
had a kaiju phone.
my issue with that is the sword is way too big, bro. Even like I would say that Loki is in his dragon form, he's humongous, but even then, that sword isn't it even bigger than him?
If I had to guess, right now without looking at the panel of how big the sword was exactly. I would
Well,
assume that they're
well,
close in
Well,
height, but the sword
extends
might be
past
bigger.
the sun realm and goes into the heaven realm.
Look at the sword. That
I mean, it's
sword is gigantic, bro.
I mean, it's definitely big, but it's also thin enough where you could probably carry it.
Wouldn't you have to be the size of Elbaf to wield it? You gotta be like as big as Elbaf itself to wield the sword.
Maybe Loki in his hybrid form might be big enough. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't seen that yet.
Loki and
Who knows? He
hybrid?
might still
Dude, what? Those are mountains, though. Look at the bottom of the panel right here. Aren't those the mountains of Elbaf?
Well,
Look at the mountain compared to the sword.
You could look at it like this, right? Like, so we can agree, like, Kaido base form is shorter than Kaido hybrid form, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So maybe Loki grows the same way because, like, in the anime, when he turns into the hybrid form, we see his muscles grow, we see his feet get bigger, we see him get taller. So maybe that happens with Loki.
Okay, so let me ask you: is Loki in normal form? Is he as big as a mountain? Probably not, right?
What? He's like what, 65 meters tall in his human form or his giant form?
Yeah, I was just waiting for Vincent to bring up his official height. I forgot that.
I think he was slightly taller than Dory and Broggy were when they were turned into demons, which I think
that's not the height of a mountain, though.
Yeah.
But
he was big, but in his dragon form, he was big enough to convince you that that everyone fell into a padding next to mountains. So maybe
he would have to be in dragon form then.
Well, I mean, compare him to like Gear 5 Luffy in giant form and compare Kaido to his dragon form. Luffy was bigger than Kaido at that point, right?
When he went giant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely bigger than Kaido when he went giant.
So, if we're saying, and someone did the comparison that Loki is bigger than Kaido. So, and someone, I think they said the bigger the giant, the bigger the dragon form.
Yeah, they said like anybody who gets this Zoan fruit, right? If they eat it, they become a dragon. And in that sense, they become big. But if a human ate this fruit, he would be a smaller dragon than a normal giant eating it, and then an ancient giant. Got to remember, Loki is part of the special giant bloodline.
Yeah, so he probably still has the potential to get even bigger than that. Like maybe he's not even at his biggest size.
I mean, in terms of being a giant, Loki is still very freaking young.
Yeah,
he's no Dory, he's no Broggy, he's no Yarl, he's no Mountain Beard.
Lulu asks, is lightning a weakness of Emu? This contrast would be very interesting.
If lightning is a weakness, then Loki hit him with the wrong attack at that point.
I'm just thinking of Pokemon. Emu, Sea God, Water type. Loki used thunder.
Yo, maybe Emu is Manaphy.
Oh, shit.
Emu's
that would be
Vaporeon.
kind of crazy.
Or he could be Mewtwo.
He has to be a water type, apparently.
I was just going with the Sea God. You know,
this is why I wish that Pokemon did a Roman or Greek version of a gen right now, because we need like
that was supposed to be Wind and Waves in the beta, but they changed it to another region.
Yeah,
I bet it has a bunch of Greek influence though.
From
Pokemon?
what I saw in the trailer, it looks like Sun and Moon Part 2.
Well, like I said, they changed the region. The preliminary beta was that it was supposed to be a Greek-based region.
What would have to be the durability, or what would have to be the durability of Loki even in his new form? How did he escape a room full of giants? Well, it's going to be astronomically high, I'll tell you that. Higher than the Straw Hats.
I mean, Loki fell off a cliff at like 1 hour old and climbed back up.
Yeah, if Zoro was a baby and he fell off a cliff, I think he probably would have died.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's going to find his way to a hospital.
He
Good
fell
one.
from it now, he'd probably break the bottom of the island.
Who, Zoro or Loki?
No, Loki.
Oh, you had my hopes up.
I mean, Zoro could if he cut the bottom of the tree there.
How? But Loki fell as a baby with Zoro wielding 3 swords in his mouth, 3 pacifiers. 3 pacifiers.
Three pacifiers.
Lullaby on
He's
Nagiri.
cooler than Oz Jr. You call him Oz. I mean, I guess technically his name's Oz. Okay. Anyways, like that big sword on Elbaf, I'm hoping it could be used, maybe cut the tree in half or something. I think that'd be cool, but I don't know, man. I'm getting the vibes of the Onigashima skull.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
I don't want to get my
I-
hopes up.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
I
to-
got once, but I don't want to get my hopes up. I am right there with you.
I honestly
I'm wrong.
almost forgot about the sword.
Yeah, I would have probably wanted it to look cool, like make the island have like a little flair to it.
Is this basically Ryuma's grave all over again? Is Oda Warrington's?
Oh,
What if this is-
Ryuma's
What if
great.
this is what if Luffy gets so big he actually attempts to do the 3 sword style using the 3 swords from Thriller Bark, Onigashima, and Elbaf? He just does a giant imitation of Zoro.
Bro? And instead of cutting people, he punches them. Like he's holding the sword, but he punches. It's like,
Oh, you mean like you did in Wano?
Yeah. Just uses
Oh,
them
yeah, he did
big
do that
brass
in Wano.
hooks.
Zoro
I
had a
forgot
heart
he even did
attack.
that.
He's like, "Give me the sword, Luffy."
Bro, I
You're
forgot
not
he even
using
did
it right.
The one
I
and
just
only
saw that
time
the
Luffy
Ancient
will ever
Kingdom
be a
might be
swordsman.
inspired from Midgar. The hell is that?
Did he said Midgard or Midgard?
Midgar.
Midgard is Earth, basically,
Oh,
where we're
Yeah.
living now.
Like, we're in Midgard.
We're in
we're in
Midgard.
Midgar.
Heaven would be Valhalla or Asgard. Valhalla if you're a warrior, Asgard if you're anybody else, and then hell would be Helheim.
What is Valhalla? Is that like their version
Valhalla
of
is-
Valhalla is where the warriors go, where people. So the Vikings believe that the greatest way to die was in battle as a warrior, and
Okay.
that's where all the warriors go. They get ferried by the Valkyries up there. Speaking of which, Oda needs to bring in the goddamn Valkyries.
I was
We
thinking
need
the
more
same
women in
thing.
this.
Like, that's what I thought Heaven Realm was going to be.
We need more women's.
For more
We need
women?
Sanji to nosebleed more.
No, you guys are just speaking for your own interest. Don't try to push this on to Sanji.
It's not our fault that we want to see Robin in a Valkyrie outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So don't try to say it's for Sanji in shipping.
I didn't say that. I'll take it on the chin. I want more
That
women.
you're gonna bite the bullet.
I'm gonna bite the bullet and say I want more women's. This is
You're going to bite more than
Christmas
the
Day.
bullet.
Smokey wants more than just women. I heard Smokey plays both sides.
Hey,
Smokey
that's
plays
not
for both teams.
that's not true.
No, I'm
That
just
is
kidding.
a
I can't fuel freedom's agenda.
He's been
That'd
hanging
be
out
the
at the
last
Queendom
I wanna
too
do.
much.
I'm just joking.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to be on level 5.5, okay? Go see-
No,
go see your friends.
no,
Go see your
no. All right, chat. What, guys? What are your questions for me, Smokey, and Vincent? I want some One Piece questions, some 1178 questions. We're gonna wrap up here relatively soon. I want some questions. I want some theories, chat. What are you believing? What are you saying? What are you thinking? Chopper. Just one word, Chopper.
I mean, Chopper. I'm not gonna lie. Chopper has been all that I've been thinking about for the past few days.
Yeah, it's like him and Brooke have suddenly stolen the show and steered the spotlight away from Usopp.
L, I never said this. Why are you posting fake quotes?
That's
You always
fake
post fake
news.
quotes of
That's
you.
fake agenda. L is a wonderful person, but he spreads felonious news.
He is not a wonderful person. Okay, see, he derailed the conversation, man. What were you saying? Chopper is the forest god.
Yeah, he's basically been the talk. Both him and Brooke have been steering the show away from Usopp and on them.
All right, I heard that, but Wingstop, he asks, where is Biblo? Could he have been
Wingstop,
taken?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
where
need a
is
free
Biblo?
order of fries and chicken wings if he wants me to answer
Dude,
that.
I
Come on,
want-
Wingstop.
Can
Give
you
me-
get
give me
me
some
like
free
a
food.
large? Give me a large like seasoned fries with a fat tub of the ranch, please.
Give you the large Biblio.
Biblo. It's
Biblo.
pronounced Biblo. It's pronounced
Biblo.
Special
Biblo.
barbecue sauce.
Barbecue, but ranch is better. Barbecue is trash compared to ranch.
So I'm on both sides. I like ranch. I like barbecue. Either one's good for me.
I'm a ranch supremacist. If it's not ranch, it's trash.
And if it ain't barbecue, it's garbage.
You got to understand, Vincent. I'm saucist. Like I believe that ranch is objectively better.
Because you like the white sauce better, bro?
No, it's not because of the color.
5.5.
Why are you laughing now? You got my wife laughing, bro.
Because it was a damn good joke.
There you go.
Midgar is a futuristic city in Final Fantasy VII that forms a circle.
Okay, brother. Oda is not pulling something off of an obscure game like Final Fantasy.
And if it was a futuristic city, it's
If he
usually just-
did, though,
You're
I
saying
would
he's
say
coping.
that's crazy.
So you're telling him he's coping? Then?
In some sense, yes.
It's a semi cope.
This is what I'll say. Johan is one of the smartest people I've seen in chat. He'll pull out the most obscure references, but I think you're putting way too many references into stuff sometimes, dog. Like, you're pulling out more references than I think Oda himself can.
Bro, Johan will be like, yo, dude, I was reading into freaking Shakespeare's third cousin. I think he's inspiring Sanji. It's like, yo, how did you even think about that, bro?
I feel like he's starting to act like Goku from Dragon Ball Z Abridged and is just saying random shit to sound smart.
Eat that
Oh,
horse.
don't cloud my boy Johan.
Yo, Vincent, pretty soon we're going to see him say, eat that horse.
Hey,
Or he's
L,
going to say,
it's okay.
I am the hype. The fuck's a commie?
Johan will say some crap like, man, I think Laugh Tale is inspired by freaking Albert Einstein's dream back in August of 1941. And you have to go on Wikipedia to go see what the hell he's talking about.
All I'm going to say is, Johan, I know Oda likes to use multiple sources for things, but there's a limit. Like, even Oda has a limit. He's busy. He's a
Next,
busy
he's going to
guy.
say the shield and sword that Nika is holding is from Zelda.
I thought you were going to say Pokemon. Gen 8?
No, he's
Silver
gonna
Sword?
say that the One Piece is a Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, speaking of which, I've been playing those games lately. Those games are dope.
Really?
Yep.
Bro,
It's a
Kingdom Hearts is so good.
It's a contract to work at Disney.
When you walk away.
You won't hear me say.
Will they kill a Holy Knight? Yes or no?
It's a very good question.
Will they kill a Holy Knight in Elbaf? Is that
Yeah,
the
an
question?
Elbaf.
Yeah, Summers is gone. I've been wanting my Summers gone agenda has been going strong this year.
Now that we know that Holy Knights do have hearts, I could definitely see like Zoro going up against Summers and like slicing his heart into like 3 different pieces.
See, for
Oh.
me, I think the Straw Hats are going to remain untainted, but I think, I definitely think Emu's going to kill Summers. I mean, hell, he let the Nightmare Creature destroy the boat. Where are we taking the
Wait.
kids?
Technically,
said
that was Summers'
untainted.
fault.
You said untainted, like the Straw Hats won't kill anybody?
Like Oda won't let them. I know Zoro
I mean,
has killed people before. He
That's
joined
what I
the
was going to
Straw
say.
Hats.
That boy Zoro definitely has caught some bodies.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Ever since he joined the Straw Hat, he's not killed anyone.
He's become a better man.
Of course, he's following a better man.
Wow. Hey, that's a good point.
Luffy over
Will of Dreams,
Zoro
God bless.
any day.
Will of Dreams, God bless. Wingstop, God bless.
I want my
Labubu.
fries, bro. I want my fries and my chicken.
I need my Labubu. Gunpo. Gunpo might die, but I don't think they'd kill her. Probably Emu.
Yeah, I don't see her killing.
Nah, see, I've been against all that. Gunko is not dying. She's connected to Brooke. She gonna get saved. That shit's over.
Oh, dude, are people pushing Gunko for Nakama?
or will she be saved later?
I'm not Gunko for Nakama, but like I'm seeing people pushing that Gunko's gonna die. Like, okay,
No,
this,
but
this woman that has a connection to Brooke, a Straw Hat, is gonna
Yeah,
die.
but-
I just don't
Yeah.
see it.
I understand all that, but I'm saying, are people pushing Gunko for Nakama? Because I know how
Oh, I
people
don't
are
know.
when it comes to women.
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. If she
I don't
gets
know. I
saved
haven't
this
seen
arc,
that.
she's probably going to remain on Elbaf, probably with Bonnie and Lilith.
She's
Bonnie
gonna
and
have to go
Clyde.
into hiding because every single person in the world is gonna be after her. As far as like a celestial dragon.
So, chat, would you guys rule out any Holy Knight from joining the crew?
Absolutely. I don't think any Holy Knight would join the crew.
I agree.
Even-
That would be
even
like
if they
Trouble
are
joining the
reformed.
crew.
Yeah,
It'd be
no
like
Holy Knights
Diamante
other than Brooke.
joining the crew. Sugar
You know-
joins the crew.
If Oda really wanted to be a troll, he would make Treble a Holy Knight.
Bro,
Just skips over
Treble is one of my
Doflamingo, goes for the
least
subordinate
favorite.
instead.
Treble's
Oh,
one of
wait.
my least favorite characters.
He's one of your least favorite. Okay, we gotta add him to the name. So
No,
Say
no,
Eddie
no,
D.
no,
Weevil,
no.
Charlos, Morley, Jabra, Treble the Third. There we go.
No, Treble is a L.
Elbow. We don't even call him Trouble anymore. Elbow.
Elbow Libre.
Is there any other characters you hate? Should we
I'm
add
not
Ben
telling
Smoke
you
to
any
the
other
name?
characters that I hate.
Should we add Ben Smoke to the name? Say
Hell
Eddie
no,
D. Charlos, Morley, Weeble, Jabra, Ben Smoke,
No,
Treble
that's-
the Third. Let's go.
That's actually going too far. Chat, we're going to
So
put
he's with-
SL in the call, but we are going to wrap up here relatively soon.
So he's related to both Charlos and Sanji?
Hell no. I don't know if this makes me a bad person, but I wouldn't mind seeing Summers get knocked off. I think Summers is an awful evil person. He is annoying. His powers don't seem that interesting. Get rid of Summers. I want him to get treatment worse than Saturn did.
I do too. I'm right there with you.
Agreed.
Yo,
So, do you think that Killingham will come back and fight again later or something?
no clue.
Because I feel like, I mean, I can understand he got negged by Jinbei, Frankie, and Sanji combined, so that makes sense. But
But it was off screen, bro.
yeah, I know. You know, with Killingham though, my idea for his awakening is freaking crazy. But it might be too broken, so Odo might not do it.
Wait, I want to
Like-
hear it.
So, because he has like the like dream sleep fruit, whatever, and he can like use people's like own nightmares and dreams. So, what if his awakening is where he is the dreamer and he's like in lucid dream mode? So, So like,
Oh,
if
shit.
dude.
I
you,
see.
like if you've ever
Nah, I
lucid
see.
dreamed, so that, but it would be like, so I could see it being called something like sleepwalking, lucid dream, or something like that. And like
That's
he's just
insane.
basically in dream mode, but like he's basically a
Spawning things.
god because like he can pretty much just create and do whatever he wants in that
Nah,
mode.
that's way too, bro. That's like
It would
Yeah,
be
that's
so
that's
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
That's like
agree with
emu
I
level.
agree with what you were saying at the beginning. Like I do
Yeah,
not
I
think
know.
Yoda's gonna do
But it's a
this.
really
It's
cool
way
idea,
too
though.
broken.
Oh
it's
my
It
way
is a
too
cool
broken.
idea, but that's
It's
way
a cool
too
idea, but it's
OP.
too broken.
I mean, yeah, it's a good idea, but too much.
It's like, oh no,
maybe
Killingham's
maybe
now
emu will have something like
stronger.
that.
It's like Killingham's now stronger than Emu. Wait a minute. Nah.
Emu final
Like, if that was the
villain.
case, why wouldn't Emu just
Kingham
possess
final
him
villain.
instead?
I know, dude. That would be so dope. Though. He might just not have awakening at all. Like maybe that is the awakening, but he just doesn't
Well, we
have
know
it.
he's awakened because he showed up in Hagoromo.
Oh yeah.
Really
Well,
quick, I want to thank L for the $5 dono. Thank you, brother. God bless you. We're gonna be wrapping up in 5 minutes here, but he says, "Call me Trouble because it takes 3 people to compete with my jokes."
Huh?
Huh? Trouble. He said
Wait.
Trouble. All right, can we start calling him Trouble now? He told us to call him Trouble.
I mean, is L trying to be funny or is he just trying to be funny looking? Because he can only
Yeah.
accomplish one of those things. And it ain't being funny.
If L wanted to be funny, he would come in the call and turn his camera on.
That itself
Just
would
kidding.
be comedy.
I'm joking. L, we love you. I'm
Don't
joking.
want you to get fired.
So, okay, going back to what SL was saying, cheating him in a lucid dreaming state would just control actual reality.
pretty
God,
much.
that
Yeah.
would be so freaking powerful, dude.
Or what if we
Lucid
apply that to
dreaming. Lucid dreaming is fun, man. I was lucid dreaming the other night. It's so fun. I just flying
I've only
around.
done that like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I've had it a lot in my life, but I don't know. That's just something I've always been good with for some reason. And vivid dreams.
Nice
One of the
humble
most-
brag there, SL. Nice humble brag.
One of the most vivid lucid dreams I ever had, I was like outside and it was nighttime and I was running and I became lucid. So I knew I was dreaming, but I started running like 1,000 miles an hour. And then I jumped really high into the sky. And I was just like, I like launched myself forwards in the sky as I'm looking down. And I just see a whole forest beneath me. And I'm just like almost like running in the sky type of thing. Completely lucid, knowing that it was a dream. It was like the coolest experience.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about.
See, I've had some crazier lucid dreams, man. Some of my lucid dreams have been freaking nightmares.
Nightmare. That's a bad lucid dream.
How much of a nightmare are we talking? We talking like Freddy Krueger nightmare?
We're talking about like Michael Myers chasing you type nightmare beat
Uh,
when you're a kid.
Oh, sounds like a bad trip.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
I
me,
call it that.
sometimes,
I call
sometimes
it
when I'm lucid dreaming, I'll be flying or jumping high, like you said, or all that stuff, or like I'll be using all types of elements, all kinds of stuff, bro. Sometimes I'll be fighting like crazy stuff, dude. Like I'll be fighting like one time I was fighting like these soldiers. Another time I was like sometimes I'd be fighting all kinds of creatures and monsters and stuff, dude. It's crazy, but it's fun, dude. I honestly like it.
I think the last lucid dream I had, I was surrounded by water and about to get eaten by sharks.
Dude, one time I actually had a lucid dream or like a vivid dream where it was like One Piece themed for some reason. It was so weird. And I had like Anel's fruit. And I would like tap something and be like 1 billion volts and just like electrify. It was
Bro.
hilarious.
For
Like
me,
what?
I have these lucid dreams where I can't move a thing, thinking of you in my head.
I hate
Whoosh, whoosh.
I hate
Yeah,
dreams.
I
where,
have
like, you
these
can't-
lucid dreams where I can't move a thing.
No, the
Juice
worst
WRLD?
dreams are
Thank
well,
you,
you can't
Johan
move.
got it. Oh my, dude, I was about to have an aneurysm.
Wait, he's the Will of Dreams. There we go.
Bro, Johan is like a living chat GPT. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Yo, we're gonna come to find out Johan's not even a normal, it's not even a freaking human. It's an AI bot in the chat.
Johan's actually an
what if
acronym.
Johan is actually L's burner account? What if he's actually
burner.
Jack? What if L is actually? I mean, what if Johan is L's burner account and is actually his AI? Like basically Jack
dude.
Black with professor's glasses and a top hat.
No,
I
Johan,
wouldn't doubt that, because have you seen Johan and L in the same call?
No, but at the same time, L can't read. We remember that. Audiobooks.
No, that's
Johan
just a
is-
cover. L pretends that he can't read. That way his alter ego, Johan, goes completely undetected.
and his other alter ego, Freedom, enrages you, so we don't notice the other two.
L has like split personalities. Every time he has an impulse, he has to switch accounts.
He's the
He
dude
has
from
3
Split.
iPads, one for Johan, one for L, one for Freedom. It's like the Vegapunks, dude.
The Vega L's.
This Vega L's.
Mega
The
L.
L punk of sin. The L punk of greed.
The OP world, maybe everyone be in a lucid dream. What does that mean?
Dang. Maybe that's
I
why
agree
everybody.
with. Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe that's why everybody has like minor tune ports in One Piece for some reason.
Especially Bonnie. All right, guys. I'm sad to end it here. We're going to wrap this up here, but thankfully there is a chapter next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
break
guys.
next
Yep.
week. No break.
No
next week.
break next week. Hopefully the next chapter is even better than this one. Maybe next chapter we'll see what caused the war or the battle, the attack on Marijoa. Hopefully we could get Emu. Maybe Emu face reveal next chapter, bro. Who knows?
Real quick. Where did Biblo go? Where do you guys think Biblo went?
Where did Biblo go, Chad? I don't know where he went personally.
Oh, what I gotta say about Emu? That awkward moment when Emu walks outside and Dragon's just standing there awkwardly with his dots, and he's like, that awkward moment. Dragon just waiting outside.
I would laugh if Emu called Dragon Joy Boy.
The first time Emu,
Since
The
he seems
first-
to refer to everybody by their past.
the first time Emu touches grass in centuries, bro. Crazy work, and Dragon just waiting.
Nah,
The first time he-
screw that. Screw Dragon. I want to see Emu walk out Marijoa, and it's a very serious moment. We see the dust beginning to settle, and Emu's walking to the guy, and he's like, "We finally meet, Buggy," and is Buggy standing there
We finally meet
With cross skill.
DVD Buggy.
Oh,
No,
The king versus the king of the world.
It has to be Mihawk then.
Yo, this your rouge looking boy, this your rouge looking man has so much to say. Smokey, I'm talking about you.
What? What about me?
You
What
are
about
your
me
rouge
being a
junior.
Rouge?
Did you
Why?
say Eddie D Buggy?
No, I said Davy D Buggy.
Oh, I thought you said Eddie D Buggy.
You insult him for no reason.
Is that what we're doing now?
Okay, well,
We
either
throwing
way, you
shots
still
at
look
each
like
other?
your rouge, bro.
Shut up, you bozo weevil build ass motherfucker.
You
Chad,
Jabra
thank you
looking
for being
at
here.
this.
Eddie D. Jabra. Nah.
All right, I as Eddie D Jabra,
Eddie
am
D.
signing
Treble.
out. I as Eddie D Treble, I am signing out. We should have an open mic stream soon, chat. Let me know when a good time would be. Either way, we're gonna have a chapter next week, so that's already 3 streams next week. Thank you, chat, for being here. I wish everyone a wonderful, amazing morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. Hopefully, next chapter is a bit more exciting. Hopefully, next chapter is a bit more invigorating. We'll see. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care, everybody.
Peace.
God bless.